I'd like to kick off this program with a statement that would most probably confuse you. I'm not a big fan of meditation. So why are we here? Well, let me explain. When you think about the word meditation, what you're really talking about is a massive array of different tools and practices that transform your mind. But we don't see that nuance, and so we clump it all together into one word, meditation. And it turns out that this word actually can be a turn-off for a lot of people. Think about the word exercise, okay? Today, no one goes and says, I want to learn exercise. Rather, we say, I want to learn yoga, or high-intensity interval training, or Zumba, or aerobics, or train for the Ironman. We have taken the word exercise and understood that it's so much more complex. And within this catch-all phrase, there's a wide spectrum, depending on what you want to do. Now, with meditation, we haven't gotten that sophisticated yet. And so we take all of these different exercises and clump them under one often misinterpreted word, meditation. I call this program the six-phase meditation because that is what people today are searching for. No one is actually getting on Google and searching for what this program is about. No one gets on Google and says, I want to learn how to optimize myself using multifaceted, psychospiritual, optimized, transcendent mind training techniques. Instead, we type in meditation. But in reality, what you're going to learn in this program is far more powerful than traditional meditation. What you're going to learn is a form of transcendent practice that allows you to go into your mind and optimize the very act of being human. So I'd like to promise you this. I'm not going to ask you to clear away your thoughts. In the six-phase meditation, we don't ignore our thoughts. We bring them into our being and we transform them. We turn problems into projects. I'm not going to ask you to focus on your breathing, clear your mind, stop your heartbeat. Instead, what I'm going to teach you to do is to take the various aspects of being human and align yourself around the most beautiful emotional states that you want to experience and the most beautiful future for yourself that you'd like to step into. The sixth phase is essentially meditation for the modern Western world, meditation for super performers. Many people get this wrong. We confuse what the great meditation teacher Emily Fletcher calls hermetic meditation with active meditation. Hermetic meditation is a style of meditation that evolved thousands of years ago in cultures of ancient China and India. Back then, you did not have WhatsApp messages to get to respond to, Instagram likes. You did not have a career. People didn't have a 9-to-5. You didn't have to hurry up your kids and get them off to school. And so one could afford to sit under a banyan tree and meditate for hours and hours and hours on end. And this was wonderful. But in today's world, that's not possible anymore. And so the trick is to be able to induce these powerful spiritual states, these states of bliss and hope and positive emotion in as little time as possible using new technologies. MRI scans, which is essentially the act of mapping the human brain, have gotten a lot more sophisticated in the last 20 years. And at the same time, studies in meditation are going through an exponential curve. What we are starting to see is there's so much more research. We are going through an exponential up-leveling on our understanding of what meditation does to the mind. What the sixth phase is about is bringing the best of these studies, the best of this science, to truly optimize meditation. Now, I know purists are going to say, Vishen, how dare you talk about optimizing meditation? Meditation is about relaxing. It's about being blissful. It's not something you optimize. I get that. Look, if you have an hour or two to meditate every day, do that. That's fine. But most people are not at that level. And when we force people to meditate for an hour a day in their otherwise busy lives, you know what happened? People give up on meditation. According to one study, more than 50% of Americans who try meditation never go back to it. So, the sixth phase is for those of you who lead busy lives, those of you who may believe you have ADD, those of you who are entrepreneurs whose minds are always racing, those of you who are professional sports people, those of you who are creators whose minds are always creating. And the sixth phase brings an elegant balance, beauty, efficiency, and power to your beautiful minds. This is why so many peak performers across the world acknowledge and use the sixth phase. The sixth phase today is used by athletes in every major American sporting team. And here are some case studies which I want to share with you. Tony Gonzalez, who is in the NFL top 100 pro-American footballers of all time, trained with the sixth phase. He spoke about it in an interview in the New York Times. Miguel, the R&B star, famous for his songs like Remember to Forget, famous for the music from the Disney Pixar film Coco. In an interview in Billboard magazine, Miguel shared that before he and his team get on stage at a major concert, they all sit around together and meditate to, you guessed it, the sixth phase. Matthew Russell, the musician behind the band Cheat Codes, sent me this video while he was performing at a massive music festival in Croatia, acknowledging how these practices have helped him grow into his career and become the rising music superstar that he is today.
Yo, Vishen, this is Matt from Cheat Codes. We just got done playing Ultra Europe. We're here backstage. I'm here with the homie Sammy. We're just talking about your programs. I've been using them for 7 years. You're a big catalyst on where I am today. Before this project even started, I was meditating, visualizing what I want, and now I'm here playing main stage Ultra Europe, partially because of you. Thank you, bro. We appreciate you. Can't wait to do more of your programs. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you, bro.
This beauty queen and entrepreneur, Camilla Hansen, a former Miss Sweden, spoke about how using these techniques she was able to build and grow her business, and also how she was able to transform her health, in particular healing her skin.
The sixth phase meditation, I still love it. I love that meditation because I just feel like it puts me in control of creating my future and my day, and it just always puts me in the right mood, like even if I feel down or something. So I just feel like I can shift the way I feel very easily with that meditation. And as you said, I worked as a model for a long time, and I was always struggling with breakouts. I was eating this perfect organic diet, and I still struggled with my skin until I came across that meditation of yours. After 10 years of struggling, like it just healed my skin. And like now, there's just so many things I don't even know how to say.
And one of the most remarkable case studies of all comes from Bianca Andreescu, the Romanian woman who at the age of 19 beat Serena Williams and won the US Open. Bianca is a student of my seminar on the sixth phase, and she applied techniques from this seminar, visualizing herself winning the US Open. From the age of 16 to 19, Bianca was a meditator. And at the age of 19, what she would see in her visualization during meditation came true. She won the US Open. When she ran to Serena Williams to hug Serena and apologize for beating her, because Bianca is such a compassionate soul, the reporters went to her and said, "You are so positive. What do you do?" She pulled up my book, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. Bianca had been inspired by that book to attend a meditation class in Toronto on the sixth phase and applied many of these techniques to make her dreams come true.
She is 19 years of age.
A year ago, you did not make it through qualifying to get into the U.S. Open. Here you are, the champion.
I've been dreaming of this moment for the longest time. Honestly, I've been visualizing it almost every single day. So for it to become a reality is just so crazy.
The satisfaction of holding that trophy at the end, or the fulfillment of hitting that winner down the line, and just like very emotional, happy states, because that really digs deep into you. And I think that's what the key secret is for maintaining the best creative visualizations techniques.
I always try to envision those before me, and just did my best to try to mentally make up the idea of getting to the NBA, and then everything else kind of just followed. I continued to work very hard, but once I kind of seen it in my mind, and it was very tangible and I could feel it, it was a journey that became easier to go down. It's easy for me to be more content where I'm at now. I used to feel like I searched for so many answers. I think I used to ask the wrong questions. And the more I've gotten to understand, like I said, practicing compassion, knowing that we're all one, we're all different, but we're all the same. And the more I understood that and realized we all come from, like I said, the same place. We all got higher being. We all have a purpose here. It makes it easier. Like all I have to do is ask for it. And if I ask for clarity, there's like certain things I take care of each every day. And if I ask with clarity and make the right math, then the answers will be given to me.
So as you can see, all of these peak performers use the 6 phase. It's also being used by entrepreneurs all across the world to completely transform the way they show up to work. John Davey, who is the founder of the biggest British comedy club, Jongleurs, got into the 6 phase, and he did it for 100 days. And he said after a while, he felt good, and he felt, okay, I'm gonna stop. Life got back to him. He got busy, and he said as soon as he stopped, his friends would go up to him and said, John, are you okay? And he'd go, why? And they go, well, you're all scratchy again. You're all nervous again. Did you get off some medication? And that's when John realized that the 6 phase was doing something to him. It was putting him in these more beautiful, powerful states of mind. He went back to it. What you're going to find is the same effect. The 6 phase meditation only takes 15 to 20 minutes a day, depending on how you want to do it. But the results transform and magnify the very act of you being you and showing up in the world as your best possible self. This is why many people say that there are 15 minutes a day in the 6 phase is the most important 15 minutes of their day. So now, of all the other meditation teachers out there, why learn from me? Well, I've been an avid meditator since the age of 14. I studied with many of the greatest meditation training programs in the world, got certified, became a coach, became a facilitator. I went on to launch one of the world's first iPhone meditation apps, build the world's biggest personal growth company, Mindvalley. I went on to revive meditation programs like the Silva Method and get them out to a wider audience. I also wrote 2 books, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind and The Buddha and the Badass, both of which have been New York Times bestsellers. The Buddha and the Badass also hit #1 in the Wall Street Journal. The Code of the Extraordinary Mind hit #1 on Amazon for all books globally. All of my books, my work, my companies are about taking the human mind to the next level. The 6 phase meditation is something I originally created for myself. Through my company, Mindvalley, I've had the beautiful opportunity to interview and work with over 1,000 remarkable teachers in multiple fields of human transformation. Mindvalley is a massive media company, and it gave me access to so many of these brilliant minds. Over the last decade or so, what I wanted to do was take the best practices I was learning from these brilliant minds, from spiritual leaders to brilliant scientists, and develop a daily practice for myself that would help me give my best gifts to the world and wake up every day feeling blissful, happy, and healthy and successful. I designed this for myself, but as I started teaching this to more people and the results started coming in, the 6 phase got bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm excited to have you join me, and we're about to go on an incredible adventure to up-level your life and bring this new type of meditation into your day. If you've tried meditation before and failed or found it frustrating or boring, or if you feel you don't have more than 15 minutes to meditate, none of that matters anymore, because what you're about to learn is something completely different. We are not going to be studying meditation in its traditional sense. Rather, the 6 phase is the stacking on of 6 transcendent practices which are truly powerful. But first, let's explore that word. What is a transcendent practice? A transcendent practice is any practice that helps you step back from the physical world and go within your own mind. There are 6 transcendent practices which I've studied that create the biggest uplifts in human well-being. We're going to be layering those together to create the 6 phase meditation. Optimized meditation with massive results in minimal time. Now, the way this program is structured is that the preparation content, you can dive right in. And then what I want you to do is play with me for 6 days. Every day, I'm going to teach you one phase. On day 1, it's going to be phase 1. On day 2, we're going to recap phase 1 and then teach you phase 2. Day 3, we get on to phase 3. And by the time you're on day 6, you can layer all of these together and you would have completed your first 6-phase meditation. From day 7 onwards, you practice all 6 phases together as long as you like. And you get a guided meditation on a beautiful Mindvalley app with a variable background sound that you can adjust to your preference. This is more than just a training program. This is a way of life. After you complete this program, you get the tools that you can apply in your day every single day, and you get a powerful app where you can actually customize the 6-phase for your unique preferences. More on that in a bit. Now, there are 2 additional videos in the preparation section of this program where I'm going to go deeper in the science and psychology and structure of the 6-phase. And as soon as you're done with that, you can dive straight into day 1, and I'm going to teach you phase 1, which is compassion. Now, before we get started and you start going into these beautiful, gorgeous, delicious alternative states of mind, there are 2 additional preparation videos I need you to watch to fully brace you for what's about to happen. I'll see you in the next video.